Okay, so I had a call with Heather Dixon this morning, and of course she is a Millionaire Club member. I do not remember what her rank is currently or her lifetime rank, but that doesn't matter so much as if she's in the Millionaires Club, she knows what she's doing, and she's created a lot of success for a lot of people, as well as herself and her family. So I want to share with you some of what we talked about, and to kind of lay the foundation. When I started as a coach, I had to pay the $40 fee to join because at the time they didn't have challenge packs. And I started with a bootleg copy of P90X, and fortunately my coach Geraldine still supported me, and I ended up joining as a coach so that I could get the discount on Shakeology. Okay, when I decided, which would have been a couple months later, that yes, maybe I do want to do something with this business, one of my first steps was to hold a 5-day Shakeology challenge. And I was scooping servings out of my Shakeology bag and giving those to people, mailing those to people. And then I wasn't doing Facebook stuff, groups at the time. So we did our little group on email, like a group email thread. So that was 4 years ago, and that was how I started. And I had my very first challengers as a result of that. My first Shakeology customers is what I mean. And I continued that up until, I'm not sure when, but a few months later, that was when challenge packs started to be presented to us as an option. And of course, they make a lot of sense, and it's the best value for people, and they're going to get the best results with a challenge pack because it combines fitness plus nutrition plus accountability, and that equals success, right? Well, not everybody is ready for a challenge pack, and I have missed the boat because I typically, if somebody's not ready for a challenge pack, I'm like, that's okay. How can I support you in the meantime? Would a couple recipes or a meal plan be helpful to you? And so I still do add value to that person that says no. And I think that's a really important point, that we always go back and add value to the people who say not right now or who say no. I've even gone back, if somebody unfriends me, I'll even go back, since there's a message thread, I'll even go back and add more value to that person just to kill them with kindness, because it's like, what? So anyway, that's my method. And I think that it pays off because there's going to be that increased level of trust that you're not just about the sale. However, where I've missed the boat is not allowing them, it's not that I wouldn't allow them, but not presenting them with the option of, if you're not ready for a challenge pack right now, that's okay. The challenge pack is best, but what would be really good is if maybe you just get the 21-day fix program right now and you see some results in the next month. And then at that point, you can build on that, and we will increase your health and your energy level and your immune system with Shakeology. You would speak to their needs, right? If they can't do even $60, what if we set them up with the Fixate Cookbook combo that has the containers? That's $35. That's volume for us. That is volume, and that's a paycheck for our new coaches who don't have the confidence to continue on after they get several no's on challenge packs and they just want to exit the whole process. What if instead we're actually allowing them another option to either sell a 21-day fix program or the Fixate container combo where they're getting a check in the mail. Maybe we don't even teach them how to sign up for direct deposit. I didn't right away, and it was the greatest feeling going to my mailbox and having a physical check in my hands. So do we have to teach everybody how to set up direct deposit if they just want to earn a little bit of income? No. Chances are after they do that and they get that check and they message you and they're like, this is so cool. Then you can go to them and say, hey, you know what? I am so excited that you got that. And chances are, now that you understand how easy this process was to help somebody else feel better, I foresee that you'll probably end up doing it again. Would you like me to show you how to set up direct deposit so they don't take the bank fee out for you? Then you do it. So we're not overcomplicating, but the thing is, we can build our income, we can build our volume, we can create more success stories, and we can, most importantly in my mind, is build the confidence of our new coaches if we're giving them other options, okay? So what Heather said that she's recently started to do is what's called good, better, best. And I'm gonna pull up the graphic that I created today. Sorry, Cakers is feeling good apparently. Okay, can you guys see this graphic? Okay, so what I typically do, and of course you can change this, you can make it your own, you can have it with different programs if you want. To me, 90%, 90+% of the people that start with me start with the 21-day fix in some form or fashion because people just get results with it, you know? And so good column is Fixate Cookbook plus containers is $35. The better column, 21-day fix, is of course the 21-day fix, and that's $60. And then I've got the money back guarantee on there. The best column, 21-day fix challenge pack, and so I included the 21-day fix plus 30 meals, Shakeology, $140. That one, I did create a graphic that does not have cost on it because of course that price is the sale price. So we would be able to change that to $160 if needed. Also, for those of you watching that are not part of my downline, I can get you a graphic that does not have, hopefully I saved it without the watermark. But you could always put over a, you know, white or color that in so that it's not, doesn't have the Team Benefit logo if I did not do that. So this is what I'm going to start doing. And this is going, what my plan of attack in using this is going to be, is to go back to all the people who have said no and to all the people who said not right now and offer them an option so that they can get moving. And then what she said she does is she does, because she allows them to get started at whatever level that they're at. They are in her challenge group with the people who are on Shakeology, so they're all in there together, and she finds that most of the time there's peer pressure and she doesn't really have to sell them much on Shakeology that following month. But she will keep, of course, a list to keep track of the people who have enrolled with something other than a challenge pack, and that way she knows that after they're starting to see results, she can revisit that with them so that that following month, her goal, of course, is to receive the Success Club points for those and to get them started on Shakeology so that they've got the health aspect and they're just going to feel better doing the 21-day fix. If somebody is starting with the 21-day fix and then they move on to the next month with Shakeology and a challenge pack, I will personally be offering them the 21-day fix extreme, depending on their success with the 21-day fix, or the 3-day refresh challenge pack, potentially the Beachbody on demand one, or if there's just something more specific that they connect with, you know, with their workouts, then of course that will be an option. But That's my plan for this. What questions do you guys have on this, first of all? And then I will move on to kind of something a little bit different.
I don't think that am I on mute or can you, okay. I don't think that I have any questions about it. I think it's a really good idea because yesterday I actually got well, let me think about it and I'll let you know by Friday kind of a thing. But it was on a post, like I posted something on Sunday night and she was like, tell me what I have to do. And so for several days, all of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we chatted back and forth. And then when it came down to price, she was like, I'll get back with you. And so I asked her, I was like, well, what is your biggest reservation? And she said, really, it's the lump sum all at one time. But I think she would be, if she says no to that by Friday, I think she would be okay with better, in that $60 range. Because she asked me, well, what's the difference? Because when I looked online, it was $59.
Okay.
And well, that is just for the program. It does not include your Shakeology, which is part of the challenge pack, that gets you into the challenge group, etc. So I think that if I offered that and said, you know what, I'll just let you in, we can start out with this and then go from there, I think she would be more willing to do it.
And that's a good point. That reminds me that for me, it is still important for me to have my challenge group be promoted as something that is for people who purchase a challenge pack. But there is nothing wrong with, in my mind, if somebody there's kind of a difference in my mind. If somebody does not want to do Shakeology because they think they know better and they're going to be using a different product or like a competitor product, that's not going to happen in my challenge group. If they think that they don't need it because it's not real food or they're not going to be chewing it, then chances are I'm not going to let that person in my challenge group. That's my own personal standard because they're not being coachable, and I'm not going to have success with somebody who is not trusting me. However, if it's a cost thing and they are just not there yet, I'm okay with that. I was that person. And so to me, there's a difference, and you can run it the way that you want to, obviously. But I think making somebody feel special, like, okay, I'm going to let you in. Most everybody on this group page is already drinking Shakeology, and they're going to be feeling really good. And I want you to be able to watch their progress as well. And that way, next month, we're going to go ahead and get you set up on Shakeology when you're ready. So I can go ahead and plant the seed that is the progression and make them feel special, like, oh, good, I get to come in. I get to be in this, instead of it just being something where, yeah, we just throw everybody in there together and whatever happens, happens, It's just that the way that you tweak the wording to make them feel special and exclusive. Okay, and now there's a call that I've been listening to. Trina Gray is amazing. And I don't even know how I stumbled upon it, but I've got a few notes that I would love to share with you guys from that call. And one bit is that she said one thing that she talks to her new coaches about, and I think the question applies to challengers too, because a lot of challengers still, even after I ask them what I feel like are in-depth questions, they still, I think, struggle with having that mental picture of where they're going. So she said, when she's talking to her new coaches, they'll say, I want to help other people. Well, that's great that you want to help other people, but where are you going? And I thought that was a good way to say it, because it has to be more tangible than I want to help people. We as coaches have to know where we're going. Otherwise, we're just floundering, right? So I thought that was a really good question that I saved. I'm going to be using that. You want to help other people, but where are you going? You want to lose weight, but where are you going? She also said that 5 months in, her weekly pay, 5 months in as a coach, Her weekly pay was negative $3.74. Negative $3.74, okay? So we have to remember these stories are really important for us to know, for us to talk about, for us to bring back up, because our new coaches are going to go through this. And when they're ready to quit, we need to have these stories ready to say, you know what? Trina Gray, who's in the Millionaires Club, 5 months in, was at a negative $3.74. Thank goodness she didn't quit. How many people have been blessed as a result of her sticking with it? And then, even after 2 years of being in the business, she was randomly getting, $100 a week here, $50 a week there. She even had a $0 week here and there. And I was 2 months in, or 2 years in the business. And she said that after that was when she really went all in. And there's a difference being, of course, a hobby and interested coach versus being a committed coach that no matter what, we're going to be focusing on these daily business activity trackers and doing those things whether we feel like it or not. She also invites to the 7-day, basically, taste test. And that has gone really well for me and a few of my coaches this last month. So I am, like I said, when I first started, I was doing that and I got away from it. And we have to remember that whatever is working for us, just keep doing it. Just because somebody's doing something different, you don't have to stop doing what's working. Maybe you don't do what's different, and that's okay. So the way that she invites is she will say, Shakeology is part of what I use and recommend as a coach. Would you like to try it and see if it works for you like it works for me? Shakeology is part of what I use and recommend as a coach. Thought that was a really good way to say it, because it's not everything that we do. It's not our only product. Would you like to try it and see if it works for you like it works for me? And that it's all kind of coming together because last week when I was on the phone with my Tony Robbins coach, I was talking to her about this very same kind of limiting belief that I have had, that if somebody's not on Shakeology, then they're kind of not gonna do themselves or me any good, if you will, as a coach, because that's our top selling product. But she was very quick to remind me that all it takes to remain an active coach is essentially for them to sell a workout program each month. That's really it. So maybe you've got somebody that teaches a P90X class and they sell P90X programs left and right. Is that coach still a valuable part of our team? Absolutely. So I think we need to start thinking out of the box, outside the realm of just promoting challenge packs, because that's going to benefit other people. It's going to build our volume. It's going to build our income. And it's going to create a funnel for them to build on the products that they've started with, just like I did. The other thing that I thought she had a great idea on is when she is inviting somebody to coaching, and I think you could do the exact same thing for challengers. She provides a reference. So if we go in and we want to interview for a job, we provide references. When we are prospecting somebody, when we're getting to know them, we are essentially applying for a position as their coach. So wouldn't it be a good idea for us to provide a reference? And she said that she will say, I want to tell you just a little bit about my coaching style. I am this, this, and this. But don't take my word for it. Here's a link to my challenger or my coach, whatever is applicable in your conversation, on our team. Why don't you friend request her and ask her what it's like to work with me? And so if each one of us has a buddy, if you will, if we buddy up with somebody that will give us a good reference and let other people know what it is that we, how we work, you know, and give us a good reference, that's gold. And chances are, you know, like if you're like me, most of the time I don't even call the references, but having those there makes me feel better. And she said, you know, like last week for her, she had sent that out to somebody because the lady had said, I need to talk to my husband about it. And she sent the reference, and she said within 30 seconds, the lady was signing up because the husband said, well, if she's willing to give her a reference, then I trust her. So I think it's a great idea. I'm going to totally be applying that. The other thing that she does is add people randomly to the team page. And of course, we have an open house, and that one for us on Team Benefit is coming up on the 7th, which is this coming Monday. So that should be our focus for this week. Our recruiting focus is for the open house this coming 7th. And then on the 10th, we will be doing a live business opportunity presentation at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And anybody in this elite group training is welcome to add people to that live opportunity presentation on the 10th of March. So she said that she will add people to the team page so that they can snoop around and see the kind of people they could work with. I love wording, and I think that's great wording. So you can snoop around and see the kind of people that you could work with. We on our team typically don't have like really complaining type posts, but if we do, then they need to come down. And that's something that we need to watch. Of course, we need to always be open to discussion. But I think our team is really good at that. We don't really have like negative Nellies that post on our team page. So that's positive because we don't want, obviously, prospective team members to see that kind of thing. All right, any questions? I think that's all I've got for now. But I totally wanted to pass that good, better, best idea on, because growing our volume is what our team has said that they wanted to do this year. So I think that's going to be a great way. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.